Today I'm showing you how to get 500,000 plus DPS fairly easily. So you're only actually going to deal 500,000 DPS on enemies with low resistances. For the most part, you're probably going to be dealing a couple hundred DPS per second on elites and groups, but it is capable of dealing up to a 500,000 plus DPS per second. Most likely on boss fights, you're going to be dealing like 5 million damage per minute if you're hitting your shots. So this is actually quite easy to obtain because we're not using many modules. You don't really have to farm this out much, especially if you haven't used yours from the story. But you can actually farm out this, and I have a video for the two farms for getting the vaults and the code breakers. Just check that out on the channel, and you can actually see the best farm, which I'll show you how to actually complete really fast in a moment, because it's actually the way you get weapon proficiency too. So just wanted to show this. I know I did show the Ajax build the other day, but I was curious what this gun would actually cap at, and it's kind of crazy how much it does. So all you really need is the M and the A, and you're basically already dealing like 500k. You're probably at like 475, maybe 460 DPS, something like that. But we're also going to get a 149 round magazine, actually capable on a god roll to get even higher than that. But let me show you these mods right here. We can only reduce 1M, so we're going to take that at the high end. Same thing with this, we can only reduce 1A, but we want all out damage. This is a DPS build. Now you can eventually, to min-max this gun, you can reduce this, and then you can add in damage, freeze damage for 8% because we got such high attack, or fire damage, and that'll give us 7 points, so we can even put a point into that. And eventually you can reduce the cost of that and have 4 points into that if you want to get really crazy with it and min-max, which is really not needed. This is already too powerful for the game in its current state. But just to show you the rest of the mods, we are reducing at least 1M, 1A, and 1C. Now, it wouldn't necessarily, some people think this equates to DPS, but actually having 150 rounds actually does give us a lot more DPS on the high health targets, because we can deal 150 rounds before having to reload, and we have no reload negatives on this either, so we actually reload in like just about 3 seconds, which is pretty damn good. Also, to show you what you want on the gun, like this just shows you the DPS before the mod, so this really isn't accurate. And we're going to want firearm critical hit rate, firearm attack, firearm critical hit damage, and ideally probably extra bullets. I forget if there's another attack that we can buff. Electric attack isn't really that good unless you're having the electric added, and even then it's still not that good. Your main ones are the critical hit rate, firearm attack, and critical hit damage. But that's how you can get your Tamer hitting for a couple million, 5 million plus per minute on a boss fight very easily. Now, just to show you the proficiency farm, because I did talk about this in my other video, I just wanted to actually show this farm too while I'm at it. Probably my last video for the game before DLC. But there is a really good farm for code breakers, getting your mods, because you can get tons of fucking mods doing this run too. And what you want to do is ideally run it on hard if you can. Like, honestly, you should be able to do this run in just about a minute or less. My best times are like 47, 48 seconds, and I can get that semi-consistently depending on the weapon, the enemy variants I get. But we're in Sterile land, and if you ever run out of ammo, you can always just go back to here and use the ammo refresh. But we're going to come over here. I'm going to start this up, and I'm going to show you how you can do this in just about 50 seconds. We want to kill these 3 as fast as possible. You want to progress up to right about here. You want to press this section. Now, it's all going to depend on what enemy variants you get. Then you come over here. You're going to kill about 4 or so. And you want to kill 2 over there. Reload. And just line them up. Actually did not get too many powerful dudes on this run. This is probably going to be about a 48-second run. And then just spawn kill this dude. Now, if you don't really need the gold or the materials at this point, like 41 seconds right there, you can just click restart. And like I said, if you're completely out of ammo, then you can always just go right back to here and requeue the mission there. You're going to be getting roughly 8,000. It's like somewhere between 7 and 8,000 weapon proficiency. But because with the respawn, you can do it in under a minute fairly easily. It is a really fast way to rack up your guns and make them more powerful. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, share. It helps others find the video. I hope this helped.